Now then, in this video, we're going to take a look at how to find all images that are within a particular folder and to see all those images within the folder at once. So here I've got all the images in this catalog shown. So that's up here. And then I've got these two albums from a couple of local car shows, each with 8 and 6 images. So I can click into those like that. And then those are both contained within this folder or group, as Capture One calls it. And if I click on that, then it actually doesn't show me anything, which is kind of frustrating. What I would want it to do and what I'm used to when I back when I used Lightroom was that it would show me the combination of these 14 images. So there is a workaround to this, which is that you create a smart album to do that job for you. So what I'm going to do is in the folder here, I'm going to say new inside and create a smart album, and I'll call it all images. And normally when you're creating a smart album, you're doing it to filter by some criteria like star rating or date or what have you. In this case, what I want to do is just search for everything. So I'm just going to say save and not apply any search criteria. So then I've got my two albums here with the 8 and the 6 images. And then when I click on all images, oh, it still doesn't work. So obviously what I want it to do is to just filter within this group and show me all images within this group. However, for some strange reason, that's actually not what Capture One does. When you put a smart album inside of a group, it's actually going to show you the images for the entire catalog. So this is actually showing me everything that is the same as if I click on all images up here. The sort order is different, so the thumbnails you're seeing is different, but it's actually showing me exactly the same results. So that isn't what I want. So I'm going to delete this. Now, there's another organizational construct within Capture One, which is a project, and you can create that up in here by saying project. And it works a little bit differently. So in Capture One, there are albums, which is where all the images actually live. And then there are these two organizational constructs. There's groups and there's projects. And I've always started out just by using groups. And groups have this limitation of the smart album as I just demonstrated. But projects actually work differently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two albums and move them up into my project. And of course, these aren't actually moving the images on my hard drive or anything. It's just moving them within the database of the catalog. So when I click on the project name, it's not going to do anything. It's in that respect, it's the same as the folder or the group. So it's not showing me the images that are inside the albums. But if I go in and create a smart album within here, all cars and coffee, for example, and then same thing, don't apply any search criteria, then what it should do is show me the results of the albums combined that are within this project. So then if I put that up at the top, then next time if I'm searching through my collections, then instead of just clicking on the project name, I can then click on the smart album that's immediately underneath it, and it'll show me the results of the albums that are all inside that project. Now it is a little bit more clunky because if you've got a bunch of these things, a bunch of these projects, and they're all collapsed, then you have to go in and click on them and open them up to get to that initial smart album that's inside each one. But it's better at least than going through and having to click on every single album within a project. If there's a lengthy number of them, that gets to be kind of tiresome. So that's a workaround. It's a bit clunky, but it does provide that piece of functionality that is definitely extremely helpful to have.